Hey there, it's Clyde from Mainly Hikes, and today I'm going to review the Jetboil Sol Ti. So, this is an older model. I didn't actually buy it. My friend Ben let me borrow it. Thanks, Ben. And so pretty much, it's made by Jetboil. It's Sol. I guess it gets hot as the sun. And Ti stands for titanium, and that's the bowl. The only real difference, everything you get with it's the same as you would in any other Jetboil, except you get the titanium bowl in this one. First here you have a cover. It has a strainer for straining, and then it also has a spot for drinking if you're using the cup as a bowl. Next is this piece here. This is the pot stand. This is extra. You got to buy this separate. This is so you can use any pot with the Jetboil. Next thing you got in here is your fuel. This doesn't come with it either. This is separate. This is just standard fuel tank for the Jetboil. This is your burner / regulator / igniter, all in one unit. The newer models are a little different, but pretty much this one, vary your temp, get everything cooking with that. Next we got here, this is the fuel tank stand. This is also separate. But this makes it so it's more stable, because otherwise you'd just be using the base of your fuel tank. So this makes it more stable. Then finally here on the bottom, this is like a measuring cup. It also protects the bottom of the Jetboil when it's in storage. And then you have your Jetboil cooking pot. And this, like I said, this one's the titanium. That's what the TI stands for. So it's made out of titanium. And that's what we get. So what I got here, we got 7 components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All packed into one unit. Kind of nice. Pretty much the volume of your Jetboil pot is how much you got to account for. This one is actually, I kind of looked it up online. I got a couple prices. Anywhere ranging from like $130 to $250 for this model. I couldn't really find it on the website because it's an older model. It's been discontinued. But it's kind of in line with the Jetboil. You're going to pay a little more than you would for something else, but you get all of this. It's really easy to set up and use. First here, if you buy this extra, this is like $10 for this extra. On top of that, $130 to $250. But that's also because this one's titanium. The other ones run a little cheaper. But anyways, you fold this out. Your fuel tank snaps into the little feet there. You get that. You take your lid off. You get your burner, regulator. Make sure you fold this out first before you screw it on. Screw it on until it seats all the way down. You can feel it get tight. Then from there, you just turn the fuel on high, give it a little second, and there you go. You get a burner. This one has a built-in igniter, and then you get the regulator here so you can put it down on low. And then what you do is you put this on top. Don't put it on top if you don't have any water in it, because this is titanium and it will crack. But then you turn it off. So that's about it. So this bowl, because it's titanium, they recommend you only use it for water. But there are some instructions on here for doing other things. They do, on their website, they do recommend buying the aluminum one for cooking food. We used it to cook food, and we made a couple of mistakes, and if you watch our other videos, you'd see that. But here on the side, if you don't have instructions, well, obviously while you're out hiking, you probably won't bring the instruction book for this. So on the side here, it says if you're boiling water, you can boil it on high. You can have this cranked up on high and slide it in. Nice thing about this is it's got these fins here, these little ribs, and that helps dissipate the heat across the bottom of the pot and boils water faster. They say it takes about 2 minutes to boil water in this thing, which is pretty good. Then also here it says, if you're cooking food, make sure you're stirring it continuously and you have the burner set to low. If you just put food in here with cold water and then have this thing cranked up on high, or you just start it instantly on high, the food will burn to the bottom. And we found that out the hard way. Sorry, Ben. We'll try to clean it. But it also says, because this is titanium, you don't want to put cold water in here and then set this thing to high, because it'll make the pot split. So that's the one thing about titanium, is you got to be careful with the temperature of your fluids that you're putting in there, because it will make the pot crack. But in order to put this on here, it's got these grooves here for pins. So you line this up with the pin on the boiler plate, and then you turn it and it'll lock. And that's just for it's more stable. Say you're not on a very even surface, or you don't have a nice rock to put the thing on. You're putting it on the ground. This will keep it locked in so the pot won't tip off. And then while you're cooking, you can actually leave this thing on. At least on the website they say that. We didn't really cook with this on too much because it's plastic, but apparently you could. But also, we found that if you don't have any hot mitts to take this thing off, you don't want to lock it in because you won't be able to get it off. So we just place it in there. Then this is really easy to use. This thing folds out. This is your extra pot stand for using a non-Jetboil pot, and just slides into the lip here. And now you can use any pot with the Jetboil, which is nice because that's what we would cook something in this one, then we put something else in another pot, and we cook with this one. So that's nice. And then this one here, like I said, it's just a measuring bowl. It has little lines here for measuring. And I guess you could use it as a cup as well, multi-purpose. So pretty much the only thing you're missing here is a fork to eat with. I'm not 100% sure if this has a Teflon coating in it. I didn't really find anything online. I was a little suspicious that it might, because it didn't seem to be very non-stick, except for, I guess the bottom did burn. But I recommend using plastic utensils instead of like a titanium utensil or something. But that's the Jetboil. Like I said, it's expensive. I think the newer models are like $130 or something similar to this, with the igniter, a nice regulator. But they don't include this piece, the fuel tank, or the stand. You get the lid, you get this bottom cover, you get a pot, depending on which size you pick. That's kind of the nice thing too, is you don't have to use this one. You can actually buy different sized ones, and this should slide right into this base. But yeah, it'll run you a little more money than, like, say, a pocket rocket. But a pocket rocket, doesn't come with a pot, doesn't come with any of this stuff. You're literally just getting the burner, and it might not even have an igniter, so you're gonna have to carry matches or a lighter. So that's about it. Pretty easy to disassemble. If you watched me earlier, how to take it apart, pretty much. The base comes off here, folds up. That goes in first. You unscrew this, fold this tab in. Goes with the burner facing down. Next is your fuel tank. Put your cover on, slide that in, fold the sides in on this, your pot stand, slide it in, the stand facing down, so everything fits nice and pretty. Cover goes on, locks everything in. And then last but not least, you put your cover, which protects the bottom here. This kind of acts as a wind guard shield as well, but this goes on. There you go, Jetboil, all packed up. This is how much you have to account for in your pack. It's fairly light. Lid. Whenever I want to take it off, it doesn't come off, and then it just falls off sometimes. But there you go. Jetboil Sol Ti, titanium, Sol for burning hot. But that's it. There you have it. So this is Clyde from Mainly Hikes, and I'll see you at the top.